Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're going to be taking a look at the top 5 meme coins to watch in 2025. Of course, meme coins can be highly speculative and volatile, so it's important to do your own research and due diligence before investing into any of the tokens mentioned in this video. And remember that I am not a financial advisor. You should treat this strictly for educational purposes. And of course, you can find the links down below. So meme coins, unlike traditional crypto coins, are driven more by community and social media trends. It's more of an attention economy and kind of a cult and a community behind this one. So today we're going to be taking a look at 5 noteworthy meme coins with great potential coming up this year. So we're going to start off with the OG itself, the Dogecoin. This of course was based on the popular Doge internet meme. Again, very old. This is the premier, the OG meme coin. Everybody knows it, and this kind of set the standard for what a meme coin can be. They have a very large community and has had big attention, especially from the likes of Elon Musk. He loves posting Doge memes, and he even had the Department of Government Efficiency even standing with the letters of Doge. So this one has quite high liquidity, which is great. Still volatility as well though. And we can take a look at the price. We can see Dogecoin had a crazy run in 2021 and in the back end of last year, and is kind of on the ready for the next leg up, sat at a current of $33 billion market cap. We can see Doge went very high, over 60 billion. So around halfway there from his highs. Again, this is the staple, kind of the original, and others will look up to it. Which leads us nicely on to the next token, the Shiba Inu, the SHIB token. So this emerged as an alternative to Dogecoin and is often referred as the Dogecoin killer. Shiba though actually has a nice ecosystem behind this. So they have their strong community support, the SHIB army. And additionally, they actually have their own decentralized exchange, which is the Shiba Swap. So you can actually swap tokens on Shiba Swap here. There's liquidity pools and you can bridge. So there's more than just a meme here. There is some nice utility for the token. So of course, Shiba is the second largest. We can see if we zoom out on the chart, again, 2021, very big highs. Didn't actually beat its previous peak in the back end of 2024. But again, it's moving up slightly. So Shiba is kind of the meme coin that others are trying to overtake. Dogecoin is kind of in a league of its own, but Shiba is kind of the aspect of how people are pushing meme coins. They're saying the market cap of X meme coin is going to flip SHIB. So this kind of is the next one to look at. Currently, it actually seems quite undervalued compared to how it has performed previously, which is why we have it in our top 5 list. Again, kind of tied with the Ethereum ecosystem launched on Ethereum. As Ethereum starts to pick up and of course move nearer to the highs it had, Shiba should pick up as well. The next token I want to take a look at is actually a new one here, and this is Doge Uprising. And this is a rising star in the meme coin space. So it's very nice because this is a brand new launch here. We of course can see marketing's kicked off, NFT teasers, and some social media and influencer partnerships. So the token itself, you can actually buy now on Uniswap, the Doge Uprising token, and they actually had a pre-sale. We can see it launched on the 3rd of May, so people can claim their tokens now. What's great about this is, as it's a new coin, there is a huge potential for the token to perform. Of course, the likes of Shiba and Dogecoin have been around for years. People have seen those crazy 100 or 1000x gains. But if you bought those tokens now, you're not really going to see that amount of return. However, with a new token, the likes of Doge Uprising, you can see that. Of course, since it is a newer coin, it carries higher risk and volatility. But that is where you get your earnings from. The newer the coin, the riskier it can be, but the greater potential we have. We can see here the token is sat at a $2 million market cap And if we zoom out, we can see that if we have the potential of those other coins, this could be some very, very big gains to be had here. So the token itself is pretty impressive. Again, you can have big returns. It is a riskier one, but it's definitely worth checking out. The next one, of course, is the main man himself, Donald Trump, with the Trump coin here. So this, of course, had loads of attention because it's the president of the United States. It got a lot of push for his inauguration. Of course, there was a bit of bad taste with the coin, with the Melania coin happening, but it seems to have bottomed the Trump meme and is on the way up. The top holders of this coin actually got to go to dinner with the president, which is actually really awesome. So there is some sort of utility here. But again, this is driven by the president himself, and it's more of a political meme coin here. Of course, it had some significant price movements driven by news. And this is pretty much tied to what the main man Trump does himself here. The more stuff he adds, for example, he added some utility to the Trump token, which was the Trump dinner. If we zoom out of the chart, we had the crazy launch and then a downtrend, but we can see there was an uppick in the market of the coin. We can see it bottom around $8, $9 and then spiked all the way back up to around 15. This is when they announced that the top Trump token holders would be going to dinner with the president himself. Currently, it seems to just be ranging at lows, but a lot of it depends on the president. Again, he's the president of the United States and this is his meme token. It depends what he's really going to do with it. There's the potential for him to push it really hard and then we're going to see it reach new highs. So it is quite risky. It depends what your stance is on Trump and his view on crypto, especially with his own token. But it's definitely got to make the list. And finally, the last token we're going to be taking a look at is the Pepe token. So Memecoin, of course, I'm sure you have seen the iconic Pepe the Frog meme. This has been gaining traction among investors and big growing community interest. We can see over nearly 800,000 followers here over on Twitter. So Pepe has been kind of the latest emerging meme coin that people have been really exciting about. Of course, Bitcoin, Dogecoin and SHIB were quite old coins. Then we kind of have the new age of meme coins. This is Pepe coin, and then I guess Trump coin. And then of course the newest is Doge Uprising. So Pepe was actually born in the bear market, which I really like. We can see launched in 2023. The token is only a couple of years old. It surged for new highs at the end of last year before a sharp pullback, but now it's ready for the next way up. The thing I like about Pepe is we haven't really seen it in a full bull market. We of course had a pump at the end of last year, but we didn't see Ethereum make new highs, which kind of is what sends the Ethereum based meme coins. Take example Shiba, for example, when Shiba made new highs, Ethereum was at its highs. When Pepe made highs, Ethereum wasn't at its highs. So it's very exciting to see how Pepe can perform this cycle. Again, probably as iconic as the Doge meme itself here. People know the Pepe meme. It's an old internet meme and it's easily recognizable. A lot of the meme coins are dogs, but this is a frog here to play with the dogs. So of course there is very high volatility with Pepe coin, but I think this is a great one to have a look and add to your portfolio. So again, you can find all of the tokens below. Let me know what is your favorite picks. Again, we have Dogecoin, Shiba Inu, Doge Uprising, Trump coin, and Pepe coin. I hope you have enjoyed this video here today. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.